G'day.
G'day, thanks for stopping by. Well, we did have an epic trip planned. We were going to be travelling all the way from Mildura in the northwest of Victoria up to Menindee in the northeast of New South Wales.
All the way through remote New South Wales. It was going to be an amazing trip.
But our first leg has already been hampered with these road closures and flooding. So this time we kick off our trip in Broken Hill. So come and join us.
Come and join us. There's some amazing stuff there. Leaving Mildura, we crossed the border into New South Wales to begin stage 1 of this epic adventure.
We're on the Silver City Highway heading into Broken Hill. The Silver City Highway into Broken Hill is a sealed road and in pretty good condition.
Yeah, we have arrived at Broken Hill, Australia's first heritage listed city, apparently. There you go. We made it.
We stayed at the Broken Hill Tourist Park on the Barrier Highway. With our G'day rewards, it cost us $40.50 per night with power and water. The sites are quite large and there was plenty of space for our rig.
The town of Broken Hill is quite large and well resourced with some historic buildings to check out.
Okay, it's time to explore Broken Hill. The line of load is our first stop.
Basically, that's a 30-metre high pile of mining waste that splits the town, and it's right in Broken Hill, so you can't really miss it.
Last time we came here, we dined at the Broken Earth restaurant, which was right up on top of this mount. It's closed now, and there's also some construction going on up here.
And as I recall, there are quite a few things to see and do once you reach the car park at the top.
Alright then, let's take a look.
Let's go. Check out these views. Quite spectacular, I reckon.
Yeah. There was a time when you could climb up on this seat, but now with the fence around it, it looks like it's off limits. It's a bit of a shame really, isn't it?
It is. Then there is all this pre-loved mining equipment spread around the area.
But the main attraction up here has to be the Miners' Memorial, which is a touching monument for Broken Hill and the mining industry here.
Apparently mining has claimed more than 800 lives over the years at Broken Hill. Opened in 2001, the memorial has the name of each miner who perished etched into these glass panels. There's also spectacular views from the platform, and they're even more spectacular at night. Fortunately, the Menindee road was open and sealed, so let's check it out. Alright, today we've come into Menindee. Have a look around here. It's an outback town in New South Wales on the Menindee Lakes. We're going to go and check out the national park out here, which we've been to before, and it was really amazing, so hopefully we can show you some of that.
Apparently Menindee was one of the key stops for the explorers Burke and Wills.
Wow, look how high the river is. It's lapping at the bridge. The edge of Menindee, check out the water levels here. That's a fish cleaning station over there.
Oh, look at that. Closed. It says the Pooncarie from Menindee Road is open, but you have to actually do it with caution, so yeah, not worth the risk really. Might have to give Pooncarie a miss this time, as well as Mungo. Very, very sad. Oh well, another reason to come back. Alright, Kinchiga National Park. Woolshed Drive open, Lake Drive open, and the Tandu Drive open, but the River Drive and the Emu Lake Drive are closed. Okay?
Last time we were here, it was such a dust bowl, remember? But look at it now.
Still plenty of emus running around.
And probably the most notable attraction here is the Kinchiga woolshed and shearers' quarters. It was built in 1875 and is now heritage listed. It's worth a visit.
So these are the old shearers' quarters that have been restored. You can go and have a bit of a look at one, eh? Alright. So you can stay in these places. I don't know how much it is per night, I'll see if I can find it. It's got an air conditioner in it, one window, and a couple of little beds. This is the Kinchiga National Park Historic Woolshed. Right, let's go have a look through it. Inside the woolshed, you'll see wool presses and tables, a machinery room, and an original steam engine as well. There are sweating pens and the boards where the sheep were held for shearing. The woolshed was large enough for 64 shearers to work at the same time, and at the first shearing in the woolshed in 1875, a staggering 72,800 sheep were shorn, producing 1,421 bales of wool, which was sent down the Darling River by paddle steamer. In 97 years of operation, 6 million sheep were sheared here. What an amazing thing to imagine. And this woolshed gives you a bit of a glimpse into the pastoral history of the area. Where to next?
We're heading out to see the remains of the old Kinchiga homestead.
So this is all that remains of the main house, a fireplace. I was just reading actually that in the 1970s, some residents of this house actually came back to have a look, and the photos suggest that there was a lot more of the house back in the 1970s than there is now. 50 years later, and really there's very little left of it. Such a shame. So as you would expect, the homestead was built very strategically to make the most of the water from both Darling River and the Billabong. But look at it now. Wow, there's a hell of a lot of water in there at the moment. Apparently over there was a slab hut that Mick Doherty used to live in. He was the yardsman.
The Kinchiga National Park is certainly worth a visit. It gives you an insight about what life must have been like for people living on a remote station like this.
There is such a lot of water lying around the Kinchiga National Park. So when you do come to visit it, and it's so worthwhile, just be aware that some of the roads may be closed due to flooding and water. The water is really close to the road here at times, but they only have the roads open that are safe and accessible.
Alright, today we are off to Silverton. We're going to check out the Daydream Mine tour up there.
Yeah, which is on the way to Silverton. And also apparently there's a silver smelting kind of ruins. So that'll be interesting.
Yeah, we've heard a lot about Silverton. We have been there quite a few years ago. So it'll be fascinating to go back there and check it out.
Yeah.
We're booked into the Daydream Mine tour, which is a 1.5 hour tour just out of Silverton. Now, apparently getting there, we've been advised that Google gives you the wrong directions. So we were told just to travel up towards Silverton and watch out for the signs. And here it is. The drive in is on a well-maintained dirt road. There are a couple of gates that may be closed as you go through. If they are, you just have to hop out and open them and close them behind you. Alright, here we are, Daydream Mine tour. Ready to go is the office. Smoky.
Isn't it? Oh, there.
Toilets around the back.
Daydream Mine, floor, room and booking office.
I would suggest it's right here.
They're just here, see?
This is the booking office for the tour.
Yeah. Well, I might go and feed them. The tour costs $33 per person.
This first part of the tour shows you what went on at ground level and the equipment they used. An ore miner's hut. Roof's made of hessian bags with lime over it to stop any water getting in. Probably won't see it in here, but it's only pretty tiny. There's not much to it, is it? This is where the miners used to live. Oh my goodness. Alright, ready to go underground.
Well, we'll head over here to the
Alright, ready to go?
bit looser. We'll climb up there.
Okay, so I've started our underground mine tour and descending apparently 100 feet underground. It's a bit tricky. The path in is not the most stable. Have a look at this if you can see it.
Now it's a bit dark in the mine, but you can imagine the working conditions of those miners from long ago. That miners work by candlelight, working 12-hour shifts a day.
Imagine that down here. Oh,
A couple trains here too, Paul.
Oh, horses, look.
That's the horse. The horse. Going down to the mine. Doesn't look very happy about it.
alright, back up on the surface. Here we go.
Well, we just climbed 100 feet, you know.
Oh no, I can feel it too.
There you go, almost there.
Oh. Back at the start.
Yeah.
Whew, what an effort.
I reckon
How'd you go in?
that those poor miners might have got depressed being in the dark all the time.
Yeah, yeah. In the back.
Oh, it's Daydream Mine. That's pretty good, wasn't it?
Oh,
It's
it was
fascinating.
really good. Fascinating.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to be pretty stable on your feet and pretty fit because you've got to, you've got to kind of go up quite large steps at times.
Had to crouch quite a bit, didn't
You
you?
had to crouch quite
Yeah.
a bit, yeah. My
A lot
poor-
more than I realised.
Yeah, yeah.
You really do need to be a little bit fit to get down there and stop for the frail and all the claustrophobic, actually. But definitely worth a visit. All right, let's head into Silverton now.
Yep,
We'll go check that out.
absolutely.
All right, let's go.
And lunch.
And on the way out, we spotted the remains of that silver smelter.
Here we are. We've arrived at Silverton. I'm going to spend some time here checking out the town. Have some lunch.
We had lunch with us and stopped into Penrose Park Recreation Area and Campground. Nice little spot.
Map of Penrose Park, recreation and campgrounds.
After lunch, we drove around the campground. There are powered campsites, and they are quite large. It's a bush setting, as you expect out here. But I'll tell you what, I reckon it might be worth a visit.
I reckon. Well, Silverton. There's not much to it, but this town packs a lot into what it's got. The Silverton Hotel, which has featured in movies such as Razorback, the Slim Dusty movie, and Mission Impossible 2. And then there's the souvenir shop.
Keep an eye out for that infamous donkey. There are a couple of churches standing like sentinels in this barren landscape, like this one.
The Methodist Church. Yeah, this is John Dye. And then, Art Gallery, that's it. The John Dynant Art Gallery. Ah, so this one here then is the Catholic Church. There's quite a few of these kind of ruins just around the place. I don't know if they're looked after or anything, but they're just quite a number of them around. Quite fascinating to see how people once lived, I suppose, in these stone cottages.
Here we go, Silverton Jail and Historical Museum.
There's a really large collection of displays that tell the stories of the town's development, describing the varied industries that helped it to survive. There's tools of the trades of mining, transport, religion, sport, education and medicine, and even clothes that they used to wear. There's also a range of photographs painting a picture of life in Silverton back in those early years. Check out this jail, very basic. I can only imagine what it would be like on a 40-degree day. And apparently, the cells were not very secure, so prisoners were forced to wear leg irons at night to stop them escaping.
So who remembers all the Mad Max movies? Well, Silverton is the home of Mad Max 2. It's where most of it was filmed. And they have a Mad Max museum here. Let's go and have a bit of a look. $10, $7.50 for seniors. Let's go and have a look. The museum hosts a large collection of photographs, life-size characters in full costume, original and replica vehicles, including 2 Interceptors. We've got the gyrocopter here from the movie. There's also a heap of stuff inside. You're not allowed to film in there, but for some reason that's off limits for filming, but out here was okay.
Yep, there's a real sense of nostalgia walking around here.
Well, that just about wraps up our time in Broken Hill.
It wasn't the trip that we had planned from Mildura, but it was a great trip anyway, wasn't it?
I was so surprised how much there is to see and do in and around Broken Hill.
Yeah, I was surprised, I must admit.
In fact, we have one more thing to do, and that's at the Living Desert. So that's a plan for our next video, is putting together a bit of a tour around the Living Desert and our experience there. So hopefully you can come and join us as we continue our adventures as we make our way up to Menindee through the outback New South Wales. But first, we'll take a stop into the Living Desert.
Yep, come and join us.
Thanks for stopping by.
Bye for now.
Bye. Wait, come and look at this.
No, don't tell me the insurance has gone up.
No, the roads are closed.
Oh, is that all?